Hi everyone, welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly. Today's yoga practice is a full body sculpting practice for the mind and the body. I'll combine a flow with functional movement and then also conditioning work. Thanks for joining me. All right, let's warm up the body. Reach up and stretch overhead. Bring the arms down, exhale. So try to sync your breathing, inhale, with the movement, exhale. Lengthening your breath. Now reach forward and squat back. Inhale, and then exhale and stand. Reach forward, inhale, exhale, stand. Inhale, reach, exhale, stand. Press your feet down, inhale, reach, exhale and stand. Inhale and reach, and then stand. Now step back with your right leg, reach forward, and then reach your left arm back, reach forward, step together. Step back left leg, right arm sweeps back, reach forward, step together. Step back right leg, reach to the side, and then center, step together. Reach forward, and side, and center, step together. Now step to the long edge of the mat, and lunge on the left leg, and then the right leg. Lunging side to side, you can lift the hips as you pivot or move to the other leg. And then try to get lower and sweep your hands along the floor right here. Sweeping, and you can sweep the fingers to the outside of your foot, to the other side. Sweep one more time. And then turn to the front of your mat. Set your knee down, reach up, and then rotate under. Reach up, rotate. Inhale, reach. Exhale and rotate. One more time. And now hamstring stretch. Flex your foot, press your heel down. Flatten your back. Now put your foot flat, sweep in the back shin. Move the heel in alignment with your knee right here, and then shift your hips forward. So you've got a straight line if you reach your arm up right there, or put your form here and then reach up. So from that side, a straight line from the outside of your leg to your wrist. Draw your shoulder back, then inhale and lift, and let's change sides. So pivot to the front of the mat again, lift your knee, and just go to the long edge. Turn it over to the other side. Put your knee down. Reach your left arm up and then rotate under. Reach, rotate under. One more time and rotate. Then hands on the floor, flexion, hamstring stretch. Flatten your back, lift your heart. Put your foot flat, then sweep the shin in. Line up your heel with this knee. Then shift. Right here, your knee forward, your hips forward. And if you reach this arm, straight line from your fingertips down to the inside of the knee. And then if you put your form here, reach the arm over the ear. And then straight line from your knee to the fingertips. And then reach over. And then turn again. Lift the knee, come to the front of the mat. Cat-cow. So knees on the ground, cat, and then cow. You can tuck your toes right there. Cat, then cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, and then inhale. And now move your knees back, shift your body all the way down to the mat. Move everything out of the way. Right forearm on the floor. Put your forehead on the top of your hand so that you're not turning your neck. So forehead on the hand, left arm to your side. Now you're going to lift the head, assisting the hand underneath, and lift the left leg. So lift and lower. I had to think about it. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And now change sides.
So forehead on the top of the hand, then opposite arm to the side. Now you're going to lift the right leg and the head, assisting lifting with the arm. 4 more. You're pressing the opposite foot into the floor. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Now hands on the mat, tuck your toes, plank pose to downward facing dog. Plank, downward facing dog. Breathe. Plank to downward facing dog. Plank. And then walk your feet in. Lengthen and look forward and stand all the way up. Reach up overhead. Exhale, arms to the sides and sweep your arms, twisting the spine. Loosen up or relax the shoulders and just let your arms flail from side to side. Keep going. A few more times. And then hands at the hips. Reach the right leg up and over like you're going over a hurdle, and then go back the other way. Do it again. 4 times. 3, 2, and then 1. Other side. Reach up and over, and then back again. 4 more. 3, 2, stay with me, and then 1 more. And now leg sweeps. So right leg, so position your arms like this. So my right leg is back, my right arm is forward. Okay, so starting right here. And just sweep arms with the leg. And you need to flex your foot so that you get your foot above the ground. Sweep, get your balance. Forward and back. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now change sides. Opposite foot. Ready? Here's your sweep. Sweep forward and back. Reach those arms. Keep your balance. Falling over. Sweep. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And let's begin. The class is a bit of a conditioning class. So I'm going to set up a timer in the format of 8 rounds, 2 moves alternating for 8 rounds. So like a TABATA. Each move is done for 30 seconds. You'll hear a beep and we'll switch. So right here, I want you to go onto your knees. So kneeling position. Pick the shoulders up and roll them back. Shoulders up and rolling back. So the class also will increase in intensity as we get to the middle of the program. And then we'll start to cool down the body as we finish. Now pick your shoulders up and roll them forward a couple of times. Shoulder flossing. Make a fist with your right hand, and then make a fist with the other hand also, and reach, turn your palm facing rear, and reach the palm in front of the body, and then reach. And as you reach up, stretch the arms straight, palm facing and turning back behind, reaching back as far as you can, and then the arm comes to the side of the leg. Reach back, rotating, 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 and then turning. The back of the hand faces the front as you reach down in front of the body. Do the other side. Reach in front, crossing the body up, and then reach back and to the side, and then go back the same way. Reach, rotate, rotate, and then the back of the hand faces the front of the body. Now pick your shoulders up and roll them back. You can spread your fingers right here, palms flat. Reach back. Now roll the shoulders forward. So stretch the upper back. reaching up and over. And now arm circles again. Make a fist. Let's start with this hand. So back of the hand facing the body or facing forward. Reach up. And then as you reach all the way up to the top, start to rotate and turn the palm back behind, rotating, and then stop at the side of the leg. Reach back, palm facing rear. And then as you reach up, start to rotate forward and then arm in front of the body. Back of the hand facing. Go to the other side. Cross the body in front, up and over. As you rotate, turn, and then reach down and side. It's hard to get through that in 30 seconds. Reach up and over, and then in front of the body, and then all the way down. All right, again. Pick your shoulders up and roll them back. Tuck your toes under back there. Reach up and over. And now the opposite direction. Forward. 2 more. And roll it back. Again, your palms facing your legs. 1 more. And then hold. All right, make a fist. Let's do it again on each side. So you're going to sweep the right side, palm facing in, or back of the hand facing out, and then rotate as you reach back as far back as you can. There's your end range of motion. And then go back the other way. Reaching back, rotating the palm, rotating, rotating, reach in front. Other side. Reach up and over, reach back, and to the side. Go back the other way, rotating, rotating, and then reach in front. So notice how straight your arm is. Should be pretty straight right there. And now sit on your heels this time. Shoulders up and roll them back. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, too much of a bend in the knees, then you can sit on the floor and make a fist so that your fingers aren't touching the floor. Otherwise, now roll forward. 2 more. And then roll it back. Again, roll back. And now turn. Again, a shoulder move right here. So press the ground away, spread the blades apart, and then lower your chest towards the floor. So it's called serratus push-ups, but you're working between the blades and the shoulders. So press the floor away and then lower. So I'm not moving my arms, I'm just letting my chest kind of come down and bringing my blades together. And then whenever I press, I'm bringing the blades apart. And just relax. Serratus push-ups. Let's do that again. So hands on the floor and spread your fingers. You're going to round, spread the blades, and then bring your blades together. Try to keep your back straight apart. It's not a very large movement, by the way. So blades together and then apart. 1 more time. And now tuck your toes, lift your knees into downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward so you've got some length. Come into plank, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now set your knees down. Come onto your forearms. Forearm plank right here. Your palms are spread, fingers spread wide. Now shift forward and back. Forward and back. Little core work. Strong core work on your forearms and back. Forward and back. Just a small shift. Back forward, and back. Now knees down. Come into child's pose, tap your forehead, then lift up, downward facing dog. To plank pose. So full plank, straight arms, lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Plank to downward facing dog. Plank, downward facing dog. Push the floor away. One more time. Plank. Set your knees down. Go ahead and come down to your forearms. Press your forearms down. Spread your fingers. Lift your knees. Shift forward and back. Forward and back. Shift. Stay with me. Breathe. Think of this class also as active recovery. So a little strength conditioning, a little flow. So this is more about strength conditioning. The next set that we're going to do is a little more of a flow. Set your knees down. Child's pose, tap your forehead. Come into downward facing dog. Shift forward plank right here. Spread your fingers, press your fingertips down. Do that again. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Plank, downward facing dog. Excellent. Plank, downward facing dog. Do that again. Plank, and set your knees down. Excellent. Let's do it again. Come down to your forearms. Extend the right leg out, left leg out, straight, and here's your forearm plank. Shift forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. So this is the third round completion. Then we've got one more round. Reach forward and back. Breathe. One more. Set your knees down. Child's pose. So break between, tap your forehead, then lift up into plank. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, press your fingertips down to plank. Downward dog and plank. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Plank. Downward facing dog. Now set your knees down. Last time. Oh, there's my watch. There it is. Okay, on your forearms, legs straight. Last time, shift forward and back. Press the floor away. Forward and back. Don't let your head drop. You're almost there. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into child's pose. Tap your forehead. Bring your glutes to your heels. Reach your arms to the sides of your body. Relax the shoulders. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now walk your hands forward. Lift up into downward facing dog. The next set is a flow set. So lift up your knees. Reach the right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Set your left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Half split. Hamstring stretch right there. Then set your foot flat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Stretch overhead. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor, push into the floor, downward facing dog. Left side, lift your left leg, step your left foot forward. Set your knee on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor and flex the foot, hamstring stretch, or half split. Drop the hip down. Foot flat, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, and then exhale, hands to the floor, half split. Flex your foot. Press your heel down, and then put your foot flat again. Downward facing dog. Right side, lift the right leg up, step your right foot forward, keep your heel up in the back. Crescent pose, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend your elbows like goalposts, lower your knee, tap the knee if you can, and then reach up, reach the arms, tap the knee. Inhale, reach up, one more time. And then hold right here in the center, arms to the sides, reach the hands behind, clasp your hands, broaden through the chest, look forward. Unclasp your hands, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Left side, left leg up, step your left foot forward. Use your hand to bring your foot forward if you need to. Inhale, crescent pose. Lift the heel up in the back. Goal post your arms, elbows to the sides. Pull your shoulders back, lower down, tap the knee if you can. You don't have to do that. Reach up, just lower the knee. A little more strength in that forward leg if you can go lower. So getting a good bend right at the toe joint. Reach, lower, hands behind, clasp, arms away, then unclasp, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Right leg, inhale up. Three-limb dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Come up into warrior one. Inhale, reach. A little more challenging. Exhale, arms to the side. Hinge your chest forward. Lift your heel in the back. And then try to lift that leg. Warrior three or airplane. Chest forward. Leg goes up. Point your toes. Reach the arms. Hold. Then bring the toes to the ground, hands to the floor, press into the floor, right leg back, downward dog. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, or set your right heel down, warrior one. Reach the arms up, pull your shoulders back, knee in the front over the ankle. Then sweep the arms to the sides, lean forward, lift up your heel, lift that leg. Airplane, arms straight. Lower your chest, point your toes, or flex your foot. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, abs in. Now, set your foot down, hands on the floor, downward facing dog. Last one, last pair. Right leg up, right foot forward. Spin your heel down, warrior two. Right here. Reach forward. Hand to the mat or a block, half moon. Leg goes up, look down, reach the left arm up. Then maybe you can look to your hand. Set your foot on the floor, hands on either side of your foot, press into the mat, downward facing dog. Left side. Step your left foot forward, spin your heel down. Reach up, warrior two. Inhale, press into your feet, knee over the ankle in the front. And now reach your left arm forward, and then reach down for the floor or a block, which I always prefer in half moon, a block. Flex your foot, arm up straight. Breathe, flex your foot. Exhale. Now set your foot on the floor. You can move the block, hands to the mat, and come into child's pose. Between, here's the intermission. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to go the opposite direction. So we're going to repeat again,
Warrior 2 to half moon. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands forward again. Come into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Warrior 2. Right there. Reach forward. Find your block or the floor. Line it up with the pinky toe. Leg goes up. Straighten the leg. Hand flat on the surface. Reach the opposite arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Set your foot on the floor. Hands beside your foot. Downward dog. Left side. Left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Spin your heel down. Here's your warrior 2. Breathe in. So knee over the ankle. Reach forward. Then place your hand on the floor or the block. Lift the leg. There's your strength. Don't hyperextend right here or lock that knee. Reach up. Breathe in. Shoulder back. Exhale. Inhale. And then bring your foot to the floor. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Right leg. Inhale. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms to the sides. Lift the heel in the back as you lean forward. Then lift the leg. Balance, balance. Super, super hard right there. Point your toes. Straight leg. Lift the leg higher. Breathe in. Shoulders away from the ears. Set your foot on the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Left leg, second side. Left foot forward. Get that right. Right heel down. Warrior 1, reach up. Stretch. Exhale, arms to the sides. As you lean in, lift the heel in the back. Then lift up. Stronger on this side, I think. Reaching the chest towards the floor. Point your toes. Breathe. Set your foot on the floor. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. 2 more sets. Step your right foot forward. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Arms out to the sides. Then bend your elbows, palms forward. Then lower. Reach the arms and lift. Lower. Reach the arms and lift. Press into that forward foot. Lower. Then lift. Do that again. Lower and lift. Reach the knee. Reach the arms. Nicely done. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Get your weight in the forward heel. Bend your elbows. Lower. And then lift. Lower. And lift. Do it again. Lower. And lift. Lower down. And lift. Beautiful. Lower. Lift up. Exhale, lower. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Last 2. Lizard pose. Right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Knee to the mat. Bring your hand on the inside of your foot. So staying in lizard pose, which is just the knee down on the ground right here. And then maybe move your foot over, turn your foot out, come down to your forearms. Right here, breathe. Lift your knee, shift forward and back, forward and back. Breathe. Now set your knee down, hands on the floor. Press down, lift up the right leg, downward facing dog. Left leg up, step your left foot forward. Lizard pose, knee down. Look forward first. Keep your knee down. Turn your toes out, foot out at an angle, and then maybe come down in one forearm. You could also come down in your block on your forearms, both blocks. Now lift your knee, shift forward and back. Breathe. Walk it up. Downward facing dog. And breathe. And come to your knees. Next up, 30 seconds. Come to a seated position. So seated, put your feet in front right here and tip your knees side to side. So we'll do the 4-part pigeon pose series. Tip the knees over this to this direction, and then reach your hands in front, extend the leg behind. Then your hips are high, by the way. Your pelvis is off of the floor. Your fingertips in front of the shin, look forward. So we're going to stay on the right side first, and then we'll go to the left side. Breathe in and breathe out. So hands are up like this, and if you want to, you can bend your knee. Don't worry about grabbing the foot. Set your foot down. Now the second part, you'll inch the leg in the rear back further, and then point your knee towards the long edge of the mat. Then try to come down to your forearms. Then your leg lowers or your hips lower closer to the floor. Put the top of the foot down back there and breathe. And then maybe you can reach your chest over the leg. Don't drop into the right side though. You don't want to land on that side. You're centered over that leg and press your leg down into the floor. Inhale, exhale. Now lift up your head, walk your hands in right here. Place your left forearm on the floor, grab your knee, and then reach your right hand around and look over your shoulder. The heel points up in the back. Look over your shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Don't over twist right here, just enough to feel the hip flexors in that left leg, that hip, and then your glute on the right side. Pressing your legs down. Breathe in and breathe out. And now center up again on your forearms right here, and then turn the opposite direction of the twist right there. So now just leaning over the other side, and if you want to, you can bring your forehead all the way down, arms down. So now you're more over the ankle of that foot that's underneath you. Breathe in, breathe out. Go ahead and lift up, and let's start our transition to the other leg. So press into the floor, and then I want you to sit on your hip, the right hip, and tip your knees side to side. And then stay on this side. And then you're going to reach the right leg back this time, and the left leg underneath you. And I want you to stay up high to start with. So hands on the floor, then put the top of the foot on the floor back there. Look forward, press your hands down, press your foot down into the floor, and look forward. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, pull your toes in. In the next position, you're going to slide the leg back further, inch it back, and then keeping your hips squared to the mat, come down to your forearms. Press your leg down into the ground. If this does not suit you for your knees, you need to be on your back. I should have said that way long before now, but on your back, you could do the similar poses in supine pigeon pose. Put your forehead down. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Try not to let the foot back there sickle. I just caught myself with my heel falling out. If you press into your big toe, you'll keep that from happening. Now lift up your head, reach for your knee, put your forearm down, and then hand on the outside of the knee, look over your shoulder. Breathe in, hold the knee, and you kind of pull Look over your shoulder. Inhale and then exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale and then exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the opposite side, opposite direction, just walk your forearms over and maybe you stay right here, or maybe you can bring it down closer to the floor, forehead on your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Walk it up. Sink back, feet in front, tip your knees side to side. Nicely done. Cross your legs and sit up tall. I hope you enjoyed that interval-ish type yoga conditioning class. Reach your arms up and stretch overhead, palms together, edge of the thumbs to the brow, in gratitude, edge of the thumbs to the heart, and thanks. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. Let me know if you like that. We'll do it again if you did. Thanks so much for showing up. See you next time.